Welcome to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems, with your host, Murray McCourt, only on your clear choice for sports, Edmonton Sports Talk.
Good morning. Welcome to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems, right here in the Modern Measure studio on Edmonton Sports Talk. My name is Murray McCourt. I'm the general manager and executive professional of the Ranch Golf and Country Club and host of the VIP Golf Show. And if you love the game of golf, whether you're chasing a club championship, trying to break 90, or just hoping to find a few more fairways this summer, you are in the right place. Thanks so much for spending part of your Sunday morning with us, and we want you to interact with us on this show. You can text into the show at any time into the Modern Measure inbox, 780-218-9999, or join us in the YouTube chat. Here's what's coming up today. In just a few minutes, we're going to be joined by Stacey Disotell. He owns Ardent Roof System, and he has a couple of great charity events he's going to tell us all about upcoming this summer. At 8:20, we will have Mackenzie Baustad. She runs the McLennan Ross Junior Tour with Alberta Golf. At 8:40, we'll get you some golf tips with Josh Fleming from 365 Golf. At 9 o'clock, we go around YEG, checking in with the Links of Spruce Grove. At 9:40, as always, we have our golf show trivia contest, where one lucky listener will win a custom fitting at the TaylorMade Performance Center and a gift card to the Keg Steakhouse and Bar. And we'll wrap it up at 9:45 with Leah Snethen from the Alberta Golf Tour. Our engagement question, as always, one person who chimes in on the engagement question today is going to go in to a draw to win a custom fit TaylorMade driver from the TaylorMade Performance Center. This week's question, let us know your thoughts on this. Finish this sentence. You know it's going to be a bad round when what? Text into 780-218-9999. Let us know what your answer to that is. If you know it's going to be a bad round when what? And this segment is brought to you by the Edmonton Elks. This is Edmonton football, and the only way to experience it is by being there when it happens. Get your single game tickets today and experience every hit, catch, and touchdown. Get your tickets now at goelks.com/tickets. And they won last night. The Edmonton Elks won a football game in June. They had not won a game in June since 2019. 0-14 over that time period. They won last night. 1-0, baby. What do you think, Zach?
That's a start that we need, that they need, that the city needs. Now, when I say we, I mean as fans of CFL football, right?
Yeah.
You want CFL to thrive here in Edmonton. You see what FIFA did, and I know they're the biggest sport in the world, soccer, but over 40,000 people in Commonwealth Stadium. The Elks need to bring it back to those days.
We need to
Selfishly, I want to see it. Us around here at EST, we want to see it. We got the Green and Gold Kickoff Show, Maddie and Milne, every single time. That's presented by Commonwealth Stadium. But yeah, they went live for their very first show. Recap the action as well. So a good showing from the Elks, and you get a win any way you can.
You bet. I was at the Edmonton Elks draft an elk this week. Just so happened I drafted a guy, my son's so happy. I got Justin Rankin, baby. So he's the ambassador for the ranch this year, and really excited to be. It was a great day. Had a lot of fun. So that's awesome. But we're going to get into some golf. Football is fun to talk about too, but we're going to pump up a couple of charity golf tournaments with Stacey Disotell, owner of Ardent Roof Systems. Good morning, Stacey. How are you doing?
Good morning, Murray. How are you this morning?
Yeah, hard to complain outside of this horrendous weather that is negatively impacting all of us golfers. And you in the roofing business, you're probably not too happy about it either, hey?
No, it's a type of weather that you get lots of calls for leaks, but it's kind of hard to go out and fix them until the weather passes. But that's just nature of the beast.
Yeah, I hear you. Now, Stacey, before we talk about the golf tournaments themselves, tell us about the charities that these events support and why these causes are so important to you personally.
The charity in Edmonton is for the Child Life Program at the Stoller Children's Hospital. The program supports children and families behind the direct medicine. Like it creates the environments to reduce stress and anxiety for children coping with injuries and illnesses. Everything from procedure support using play dolls to reduce the fear and anxiety for whatever they're about to undergo, to the facility dogs that are such a great distraction. And what kid doesn't love to pet a dog if they're not afraid of dogs, and then to arts and recreation with the teen room, the beach, the outdoor enchanted forest. It just gives a chance for a child with their family to not feel that they're in that sterile hospital environment. And then this year, starting out our inaugural tournament in Calgary, we're teaming up with the Legacy Place Society, which puts support services in place for all of our frontline workers, for police, fire, ambulance, and even military, to help them deal with some of the mental anguishes and PTSD that some of these individuals have to face from time to time. And again, we always tend to forget how valuable these people are and how courageous they can be with what they deal with on a day-to-day basis.
So what motivated you to start the Ardent Charity Classic in the first place, and then expand it this year to have a second one in Calgary?
Just going to so many tournaments myself and seeing how it brings so many people together for whatever the cause is at that time. It's such a fun atmosphere to be able to easily raise some money. So we took a step at it 8 years ago now, and we haven't looked back since. I just thought it was such a great way to bring so many people together in the community.
Do you have some stories or moments that maybe stand out for you that make you truly know why what you're doing matters?
I think, I've got so many great memories over the years of doing this, but I think what means the most is starting this out as an industry-based networking group to raise some money for the charity at that time. It's kind of evolved into so many walks of life from the community now getting involved, whether it be, for sponsorship, whether it be for prize donations, whether it be the teams that are coming out to play. I am seeing this tournament evolve into not being, a construction industry event, but now becoming more as a community type event. And by putting that charity front and center, I think it's catching on that this day is about the charity and everyone is welcome.
Well, let's talk about this year's events. Give us the details on both the Edmonton and Calgary tournaments. Where are they? When are they? And who should consider playing?
The Edmonton tournament is July 10th at my favorite golf course, the Ranch Golf and Country Club, of course. And the Calgary tournament is September 2nd at the Valley Ridge Golf Club. And really, these tournaments would attract all walks of life, like I said before. If the charity means something to you in either city, that it's, has a part of your life or someone close to you has had to reach out to these type of support systems, then anyone can get involved to help raise some money on the day.
So for someone who has never attended your Ardent tournament before, what does a day look like at an Ardent Charity Classic, and what can golfers expect?
It's actually evolved into a pretty fun tournament with some of the on the course sponsors that we've got. We've got everything from hole-in-one contests to win, $10,000 to beating the pros. Charity Golf International sends up 2 golf pros, long drive champ, and then a female champ that would be on a par 3. And there's a chance that if you can hold out or beat these guys, there's a trip to Pebble Beach for a golf weekend, as well as a trip to Hawaii. Even Monster Pro Wrestling comes every year, and they get in a dunk tank and give you a chance to dunk an indie wrestler that's in our local community here. And then even great food and drink on the course, lots of entertainment, lots of people coming together for such a great cause.
I want to know when you were going to be on that dunk tank, because then I'm coming out and throwing at that one.
It's kind of funny. The group that I was in last year, they taunted me enough that they got me into it. And I was fortunate enough that they all missed. And I was fortunate enough to grab a hold of the frame because they all rushed the tank to push the button, but they didn't get me wet.
Oh boy. Well, I could see if you were on there, I could see a lineup half a mile around the block to get a chance to dunk you, Stacey.
There might be one of these years that I'll decide to just leave the clubs at home and hop in the tank for sure.
All right. Well, how much of an impact have these events had over the years in terms of dollars? Do you have a goal each year that you look to raise with each event?
We have goals, and every year is a little bit different. Obviously, we know the political and economic backgrounds that can really make it hard sometimes for people to get involved. But to date, we've raised over $100,000 now for the Child Life program at Stollery, and we're really hoping that our inaugural tournament down here in Calgary is going to kickstart very well. And if we could, raise $20,000 to $25,000 each year at these tournaments for these charities, I think we're moving in the right direction.
Yeah, absolutely. If someone listening this morning or watches it later in the week, lots of ways to consume our show, and they want to get involved, what's the easiest way for them to register, become a sponsor, donate, or other ways they might be able to support the event?
People that aren't familiar with me directly in my network, they can go to ardentroofsystems.com and scroll down a bit on the homepage and click the register today. And it opens up both pages for the Edmonton tournament and the Calgary tournament, and all the links are there. And if ever you're not sure, give the offices a call. Phone numbers are all on the website. If someone wants to get creative and come up with a little bit of an off-the-wall sponsorship, we're open to any ideas to make the day fun.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. Now, before I let you go, Ardent Roof Systems has built a tremendous reputation in Alberta. And what makes Ardent Roof Systems different from your competition, and why do so many homeowners and businesses trust your team with their roofing needs?
I think it's because we take the time to spend with our clients to walk them through what do they really need at the time. We get lots of referrals that will come through, and we want to make sure that if they need to get the roof replaced, we'll advise them that. If they don't need to get it replaced, we'll help them with a few repairs, give them that time to save up some money, because these things do not come cheap. And you want to make sure that you're spending the money with the right value to get the best package that you're looking for. And we feel that earning the trust of not pressuring people into buying something they don't need, but really walking them through the whole process. To me, that's what makes our reputation the way it is. No pressure. We just want to give you the best bang for your buck.
So save me a couple of texts, Stacey, because I forgot my parents live in Stettler. They're getting their roof done, and they wanted me to reach out to you and ask you if you do work in Stettler. So what is your radius? I know you have office in Edmonton, office in Calgary, but how far around Alberta do you actually do some work?
When we're going far outside of those circles of those major centers, it does come with a bit of price because of the logistics of being able to get our crews out there, to get the materials out there. Sometimes we can put together a decent deal for them, but sometimes it's hard to compete with the local talent that might be in those centers. So it all depends on what the trust level is with the client, with the local talent that they have access to, and if they want second opinions. In the insurance world, we do have quite a big circle that we follow through, but that's them as a client asking us to go and service their clients. So we do carry a big circle around both cities.
Awesome. Well, hit us up with your website one more time so people can sign up for these golf events, and also if they're looking for roofing business.
ArdentRoofSystems.com.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for your time, Stacey. I appreciate all you do for these charities. Great job with that. We'll catch up again soon.
Thanks very much, Murray. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah, you as well. That was Stacey Disotell from the presenting sponsor of the show, Ardent Roof Systems. On the other side of the break, we're going to chat junior golf with Mackenzie Baustad from the Alberta Golf Association, and she runs the McLennan Ross Junior Tour. This is the VIP Golf Show on Edmonton Sports Talk.
From the fairways of Edmonton to the greens of the BC Rockies, you'll never miss a course with VIP Golf. VIP Golf members enjoy preferred rates at over 70 top courses in Alberta and BC. They play 7 days a week and average 40 to 60% off regular rates with no payments due at the course. Just book with VIP Golf, show your ID, then grip it and rip it. With so many courses under one umbrella, it's no wonder they're the membership of choice for so many Albertans. To learn more, visit their website today at vipgolf.ca.
Crazy about roofs. Crazy about roofs.
Get ready to tee off for a great cause. The Ardent Roof Systems annual Charity Classic Golf Tournament is happening Friday, July 10th at the Ranch Golf and Country Club. Join us for a full day of golf, all supporting the Stollery Children's Hospital Foundation Childlike Program.
Crazy about roofs.
Golf spots and sponsorship opportunities are available now at ardentroofsystems.com.
Ready to level up your golf game? Come swing by the Ranch Golf and Country Club, where serious golf meets serious fun. With a championship-style course, pristine conditions, and above all, a fun, laid-back atmosphere, the Ranch is where every round feels like a getaway. Get top-notch service at unmatched value every time you play at the Ranch. Think you have what it takes to go low? Bring your A game and find out why the Ranch is the best value in golf. 25, 50, 100, and 200 round packs on sale. TheRanchGolf.com.
Escape the ordinary and experience golfing paradise at Coal Creek Golf Resort. Immerse yourself in our exceptional layout and enjoy excellent conditions that will take your game to the next level. Challenge yourself with a unique twist. Tackle the only black sand traps in all of Alberta. And why not extend your stay? Relax in one of our spacious RV lots, offering the perfect blend of comfort and convenience. Visit coalcreek.ca now to book your tee time and plan your unforgettable getaway at Coal Creek Golf Resort. Your perfect golfing escape awaits.
This summer, your golf game stays hot indoors. With the $50 Golf Summer Pass from Country Club Tour, enjoy free indoor golf all summer long at the CCT Indoor Golf Center, right in downtown Edmonton. Tee off on over 90 world-class courses with 28 cutting-edge Unicore simulators, rain or shine. Or just fine-tune your game on the virtual driving range. Offer valid till June 30th, and you can play from May 1st to September 30th. Your best golf season starts indoors. Visit countryclubtour.com to grab your pass today.
Immerse yourself in a world where golf intertwines with the historic valor of the Canadian Armed Forces. At the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club, every round connects you with the courageous stories of our military's past. With fairways set against genuine combat equipment and historic monuments, your game becomes a meaningful link to the legacy of those who've served. And make sure to aim carefully to avoid a memorable shot off a tank. Get your membership and celebrate the challenge of golf and the honor of our armed forces. Visit egmgolf.com for more.
Your logo matters. So if you're gonna put it onto something, it's gonna be tough enough to be useful. Tough Stuff Promotions works as hard as you do to create personalized swag that's tough enough for your hard-working name. Whether it's promotional items, branded clothing, industrial workwear, golf, or athletics, Tough Stuff works hard for hard-working folks. Get the tough stuff you need when you need it. For easy ordering, call 780-470-4545 or visit toughstuffpromotions.com.
Upgrade your game this season. Sorrow Group, Canadian owned and operated, delivers premium golf brands like Bedrady, Fairway and Green, Legendary Headwear, and Zero Restriction. Trusted by the best, built for your best rounds. Bedrady and Zero Restriction will be outfitting both President's Cup teams at Medina this fall, so you know you're wearing what the pros wear. Ask your local pro shop or shop online with code Edmonton10 for 10% off to try out our premium apparel. Sorrow Group, elevate your game.
Golfer's swing is different. Tailor-made master fitters customize clubs based on size, speed, and ability. From tour pro to the casual golfer, everyone can benefit from clubs that are custom fit for their game. Featuring the most extensive range of custom club components from driver through to putter, Tailor-Made Performance Centers offer one-on-one tour-level fittings and TrackMan launch monitor technology. Visit the Tailor-Made Performance Center at the Ranch Golf and Country Club to take your golf game to the next level and dial in your equipment. For more details and to book your fitting, visit tailormadefitting.ca.
Enjoy a round of golf on two of Canada's top public courses at Wolf Creek, designed by renowned architect Rod Whitman. If you haven't been to Wolf Creek recently, now's the time to check out the best course conditions in years. Enjoy a pure links golf experience and great course conditions. After your game, relax at Barney's Lounge with great food, drinks, and patio views. It's a destination getaway only a short drive away in Ponoka. Visit wolfcreekgolf.com to learn more.
We return to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems, with your host, Murray McCourt, only on your clear choice for sports, Edmonton Sports Talk.
Welcome back to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems here on Edmonton Sports Talk, right here in the Modern Measure studio. This segment is brought to you by Adidas. Whether tradition meets modern golf, timeless looks, traditional craftsmanship, modern comfort and performance, golfer design, sneaker-inspired, one shoe, all-day comfort from tee time to downtime. S2G is your go-anywhere golf essential. And once again, I'm going to let everyone know about our engagement question today. Finish this sentence. You know it's going to be a bad round when? What? Text into 780-218-9999 and let us know your thoughts on that. And one person who does that today is going to get a custom fit driver from the TaylorMade Performance Center. Do have one to get to. When I'm already in my head about a bad shot, I need to move past it and think about the next shot, not the last shot. And what a great point. Everyone needs to do that. That is great advice. And we're going to now chime in on the McLennan Ross Junior Tour with Mackenzie Baustad, manager of competitions and junior golf with the Alberta Golf Association. Good morning, Mackenzie. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, hard to complain. Good seeing you. Things are good. Have you been wet down in Calgary too, or is it just Edmonton?
Just soaked, yeah. And we actually had 3 events up in Edmonton this last week, so I was in your guys' shoes. So yeah, it's been a tough week to get started, but yeah, thankfully there's lots of season left. So.
Yeah, no question about it. Yeah, you guys are just getting fired up with all these events. But this year is the 30th anniversary of the McLennan Ross Alberta Tour. So looking back over 3 decades, and I know you haven't been around running it for 3 decades, but what does that milestone mean to Alberta golf now that the tour, and how, and talk about how the tour has evolved since it began in 1996.
Yeah, and I won't age myself either, but I can certainly speak to, the tour and in certain levels, and Dunc Mills, who I know you guys also talk to a lot. He was the one who started it 30 years ago, and the evolution of it has just been phenomenal. The growth, the participation, everything, I think. Yeah, when Dunc started it in 1996, I don't know if this is where he fully saw it getting to, but it's fantastic. For me playing on it as a junior and as a kid, probably 15 years ago, to now being able to run it. And we still have 4 host clubs that have been on the tour all 30 years. So I just wanted to give them a shout out because they have also been huge supporters and participators of the tour. So those were Nanton Golf Club, Ponoka, Innisfail, and Lacombe. So those 4 have been amazing supporters and, like I said, contributors over those 30 years. And yeah, we're looking forward to another 30 more. So,
well, and what stands out for me with that is a couple of things. Number one, I was the head pro and manager of the Nanton Golf Club in 1996 when it started, so that was kind of cool.
So thank you, Murray.
Be one of the originals on that. But our producer Zach, I was just telling him before we came on air with you that I thought you did play on the tour, and
I did.
So what's super cool about that is you played on this tour. You became a great player. You just a couple of years ago finished a college golf scholarship, so you're a great player. And so coming full circle to running this tour where you kind of got your feet wet in competitive golf is a pretty cool story, isn't it?
It's 100. It's so cool. And I have to pinch myself daily, or if not weekly, because the full circle moment and being able to now see these juniors out there and be able to see myself in them and see kind of my story and be an advocate for the game. And show kids and be a role model, not only as a player that was on the tour, but as a player that took it through college golf and made now my career out of it. It's so fantastic to see. And I also get to see, I think it's everyone's goal, or everyone goes through an event. It's like, oh, I wish I could do this, or from a player perspective. And now I get to be the one doing it and making those changes. And the full circle moment is amazing. And yeah, I don't think it'll wear off anytime soon.
Well, and of course, because you run the tour, I mean, you're the leader, but you're a mentor because you've lived what so many of them are probably gearing up to try to do.
100%. I actually had a junior who just became an amateur or just graduating come up to me, and he said 3 years ago, I was the one that inspired him to play college golf. And it just hit me like so deep in my core, because it was just knowing that I have that influence and I have that power. And I am that role model to a lot of these kids now. It's so cool.
So for families who may not be familiar with the McLennan Ross Tour, even after 30 years, what is the overall mission of the program, and what kind of experience can young golfers expect when they participate in your events?
Yeah, the overall mission is just, it's exactly for those people that don't know. And we've 30 events, just around 30 events all over Alberta, single days, and we want kids to just come out and get comfortable on the golf course, make friends. For the ones that have been playing with mom and dad or some friends at the club that want to try to get a little bit more competitive, want to test their skills, want to compare their skills. But it's mainly to just come out and have a great day with other kids your age in your area, meet some friends, have a great day on course, maybe win a prize and have some meals. But yeah, it's very low stakes, very low stress kind of environment. We're drilling in obviously education, so etiquette and the basic kind of fundamentals of the game of golf. I think that is definitely a top priority of us on tour, is we want to maintain the integrity of the game and develop our juniors to be amazing kind of contributors, supporters, advocates of the game throughout their life, and give them a great kind of grassroots experience there.
When I heard about this program a year ago, I thought, wow, like you guys are just knocking this out of the park. But you brought back the Level 1 Rules giveaway program again this year. Tell us about that initiative, how the juniors can participate, and why learning the rules of golf is such an important part of player development.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a really fantastic program. I was happy to kind of get the support of Alberta Golf from. And so the Level 1 Rules, it's through the RNA of golf, and it's a free online course. Anyone can go and do it. I recommend all players to go and do it. And it takes about an hour, and it just runs through the basic level or rules of the game. So dropping, penalties, how to just navigate the course kind of and feel confident. I think that's the biggest thing, and that's the thing with our juniors that I want them to know, is the rules of golf aren't there to punish you or to hurt you in any way. It's that they're there to help you, and the more comfortable and confident you get, the better you'll be on, the better success you'll find on the course, I should say. So yeah, this program, anyone who is under 19 years of age and plays on our tour can get this really nice kind of leather with a nice fluffy inside custom head cover. And we actually had just over 75 players do it last year, which was fantastic because you just never know. And kids going online and doing so that was fantastic. And we definitely saw some good results in that confidence and those success from those players that just got out there and had a little bit more success on course.
Joining us on the VIP Golf Show is Mackenzie Baustad, Manager of Competitions and Junior Golf with the Alberta Golf Association. And there's a change in your youngest age category this year. I'm curious about the moving from under 10 division to an under 11 division, and what prompted that change, and what's the benefit going to be from that?
Yeah, so that has been a little bit of a change. I'm not sure how long our U10 division has actually been part of our tour, but we are typically a U19 tour. And our U10 originally, I just felt like obviously the change to U11 just to align with kind of the spacing and the gaps that we have with all of our other divisions. So just kind of made sense to include and kind of increase that age. And then the other biggest change that we saw based on kind of our feedback from players was they were just wanting to kind of get more players in that division. We're putting them as a 9 holes. So go out there, just play 9 holes, get comfortable on course, get familiar with navigating and playing kind of a longer yardage than you might be used to with your family. And then those players still get to come in and have a meal, have prizing. And the biggest factor driving that was just kind of participation. We wanted to really make sure that we were reaching and hitting all of our areas and hitting them appropriately. I was watching a few of those 10-year-olds walk 18 holes, and my heart was hurting for them. But one of our other big kind of communications with this change is obviously we do have a few just amazing kind of 10-year-olds out there that want to play 18 holes and are fully capable of. So we welcome any of those players to just kind of go into our U13 division and compete with the players above, and it would be relatively the same yardage, but mainly just to kind of open that division and get more players access to it.
You have another new initiative, the Tour Information Day, which is here in Edmonton at Rundle Park on June 27th. What's that all about, and why should people consider attending?
Yeah, that is just another great day. Rundle Park, the short course there, so 9-hole kind of par 3, and it's just to get our new players that are listening today that have never heard of the McLennan Ross and have never seen an event, and just come out, see what our events are like. Myself will be there. John Denier, our director of high performance and player development, will be there, and we're there to answer all questions parents have. We know they exist. We know it can be a lot to just enter into competitive golf, and where do I start? So we're there to answer your questions and also give your kids and your juniors a place to just see what the tour is about, and have just another kind of fun day with that low stress.
How do people sign up for that or get more information? Is there
just go online to albertagolf.org, and just under our junior section, you'll see our tour schedule, and all of the information is available on there.
Awesome. Now, the tour also features some unique events throughout the season, including a best ball event in Olds, a parent junior event at Riverbend, and the tour championship at Wolf Creek. So tell us about these special events and what makes each one unique.
Yeah, we actually started those last year. So this will be our second year. We've done the parent junior for a few years, but the best ball was started last year. And just again, trying to get different formats available for our juniors, get them comfortable in all areas and all facets of golf. And best ball, partner golf, team golf, that's certainly one side of it. I really enjoy those kind of fun events. I think we've gotten lots of feedback. So Olds has been amazing with kind of working with us and getting that event up and running. Parent junior, I'm happy to kind of report back that we're back at Riverbend. So that event has originally been just at Innisfail for so many years, and Riverbend made a departure from our schedule. But this year we've gotten it back on the schedule, and they are hosting our parent junior, and Innisfail is kind of just shifting to more of a high performance competitive tour stop on schedule. And that is also just a great day. Come out with your kind of a thank you to our parents, because we appreciate you guys, and we know the effort goes just as much both ways, and you guys have the dedication as well. So that's just a fantastic day on August 21st. And then, our tour championship, players throughout the season earn points and season points. And we have 100 spots there, and we send invitations. So that one is an invitation of only event. And that's just also a celebration of our juniors and celebrate the year that they had, all of kind of, the ups, the downs, where they've come. And that's a great day. That is a good target and goal for a lot of kids.
Yeah, and ultimately, it's about them having fun. Hey, get out there, have some fun, meet some new friends, meet some new golf partners, and just really enjoy the game. Hey,
absolutely, and that's the biggest goal. So
if junior golfers or their parents would like more information on the McLennan Ross Alberta Junior Tour, register for other events that you have along with the program and whatnot, how can they find that information? I know I asked you that earlier, but one more time, how can they do that?
Just albertagolf.org, or just we're on all social media, so Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and then just type in Alberta Golf or Junior Tour on Google and we'll pop up.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for your time, Mac. Hope you have yourself a great Sunday. Are you getting any golf in today or anything, or just a chill day for you?
I'm heading up to Lacombe later this evening, so we have an event there tomorrow, so we'll see. But
awesome. Okay. Well, you take care, and hopefully you get some sunshine and no more rain for all your events.
Let's hope. My rain dance didn't work last week, so we'll have to find a new solution to that.
All right. Well, all right. Thanks again. Have a good one.
Thank you. Yeah, you as well.
That was Mackenzie Baustad, leader of the McLennan Ross Junior Tour with the Alberta Golf Association. On the other side of the break, we're going to get you some golf tips with Josh Fleming from 365 Golf. This is the VIP Golf Show in the Modern Measure studio on Edmonton Sports Talk.
Crazy about roofs. Crazy about roofs.
Time for a new roof? Make it one that lasts. Ardent Roof Systems, protecting homes for over a decade. Roofing, siding, and exteriors, all built to last with our Platinum 50-year warranty. Because at Ardent Roof Systems, we are
Crazy about roofs.
Ardent Roof Systems and Exteriors, the team that puts your protection first. Visit ardentroofsystems.com.
Why pay more for advertising when you have options? At Lux Media Broker, we're not an agency, we're a brokerage. We work on your behalf to source, negotiate, and manage your marketing across over 100 advertising options nationwide. From out-of-home and transit to radio, digital, TV, and social media, we tap into it all. No retainers, no hidden fees, just better rates, added value, and smarter strategy. Learn about the brokerage difference at luxmediabroker.com. We broker, we negotiate, we optimize. Lux Media Broker. Elevate your marketing.
Trestle Creek Golf Resort, just 45 minutes west of Edmonton, is one of the best RV resorts in Alberta. With a championship golf course, water park, sports park, and spectacular views, you won't want to leave. We're proud to be launching our new Phase 6 development with 103 new lots for pre-sale. This phase will include an in-ground swimming pool. Call 780-514-0005 to view this exciting development and pick your perfect piece of paradise. You can live year-round or just spend the summer. Either way, Trestle Creek has you covered with plenty of year-round activities. Book your tour or tee time at trestlecreek.ca.
Trade in the ordinary for the extraordinary. Let VIP Golf elevate your game. Join VIP Golf and unlock preferred rates at Canada's premier resort courses. From your local favorites to the iconic peaks of Banff and Canmore to our stay and play packages on sun-drenched fairways in the Okanagan Valley. With over 170 courses coast to coast and membership packages that are tailored to fit your golf style, VIP members have more choice, get more value, and experience more unforgettable rounds. With VIP Golf, your next round isn't just a game, it's a getaway. Get your free trial today at VIPGolf.ca.
You work hard to make your house a home. Your yard should match. Green Tree Outdoor Living has designed and built outdoor spaces across Alberta since 1998. It starts with an initial consultation and a 3D design, so you can test drive your yard before you buy it. At Green Tree, we handle everything. No chasing contractors, no guesswork, no surprises. A seamless experience from the initial sketch to the final brick. Green Tree Outdoor Living, making neighbors jealous since '98. Book your consultation today at greentreelandscaping.ca.
Looking for your next great round? Just minutes off the Hendan west of Edmonton, the Links at Spruce Grove is an 18-hole championship course that delivers. Tree-lined fairways, rolling terrain, pristine greens, and just enough challenge to test every skill level. Whether you're chasing a low score or enjoying a relaxed round with friends, this is golf done right. A favorite tournament destination with exceptional conditions and a staff that truly delivers. Plus, modern amenities, a full-service restaurant, and an event space for weddings, anniversaries, or business gatherings. Book your tee time today at linksgolfcourse.com. The Links at Spruce Grove. Your next round starts here.
Why tee off at the Ranch Golf and Country Club?
A fun, unique layout offering premier conditions. The Ranch has been ranked as one of the top public courses in Canada.
Unmatched value. Score Golf Magazine rated the Ranch as the best value in Edmonton.
The service, from tournaments to special events to the pro shop. Superior service that makes every visit exceptional.
The Ranch Golf and Country Club, a laid-back environment where anyone can enjoy an amazing day on the fairways. For details, visit theranchgolf.com.
50 years of memories, 50 years of celebrations, 50 years of Sawmill. This November, Sawmill Prime Rib and Steakhouse invites you to something bigger than a night out. The 50th Anniversary Fundraising Gala. An elevated evening of incredible food, live entertainment, and a room full of people who know how to celebrate right. But here's what makes it special. You help choose where the impact goes. Every ticket, 100% of proceeds, goes directly to a local charity selected by the guests in the room. Seats are limited. The moment is once in 50 years. Get yours now at sawmill.ca. Sawmill, we have a stake in your community. There's something new happening in Canadian golf. For decades, golfers have been sold clubs that were never truly built for them. Case Golf changes that. Every set built right here in Canada. Precision crafted around 8 core customizations built for your exact swing. The result? More consistency, tighter dispersion, real results. Case Golf, Canadian made, custom fit for your game.
The Nielsen Show.
You know, on airplanes, WestJet lately, in the little snack box they give you, a little chocolate in there. It's called Awake. Have you seen this Awake chocolate? And it comes with caffeine in it. So I've been taking those and pretending it's like a real kick. Yeah. I was just like, oh, here we go.
Under the tongue and away we go.
Yeah, I turn around to the rest of the plane. I say, it's about to go down. And I open up and I eat this Awake chocolate. Hey, Dusty, yelling it's about to go down on a plane is probably not a good thing. That's a good point.
The Nielsen Show featuring Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings at 6, only on Edmonton Sports Talk.
We return to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems, with your host, Murray McCourt, only on your clear choice for sports, Edmonton Sports Talk.
Welcome back to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems, right here in the Modern Measure studio on Edmonton Sports Talk. This segment is brought to you by the PGA of Alberta. Looking to shed strokes this summer? The PGA of Canada professionals in Alberta know their stuff. From equipment and technology to technique, they're your most trusted resource for getting more out of the game you love. Visit pgaofalberta.com and get to know your local pro today. And we'll head into the Modern Measure inbox. Modern Measure is Edmonton's leading provider of custom-made to measure clothing right in the heart of Ice District. From formal wear to casual wear, and yes, even golf wear. Their goal is to give you a one-of-a-kind look with the perfect fit made just for you. And Scuba Steve has chimed in. I know it's going to be a bad round when I'm having trouble hitting my hybrid club. And another one, Big Uke chimes in when the clubhouse says cart path only today. And yeah, Big Uke, I hear you. This, I don't know what we've done to deserve this weather. I mean, we were open 3.5 days in the entire month of April, where normally we're 15-ish or 15 to 20 maybe even. And now this is happening. There's golf courses closed all around the city and the province. And like I even saw some social media from Millwoods. This was the 6th different time that they reopened their golf courses. They were closed a couple of days this week. It was so wet out there. So it's just been a rough go on all of us golfers and those in the golf business. And Big Uke, yes, even you that are going to have to stay on the cart path on whatever golf course you're playing today. I get it. It's not fun. And it is now time to get you some golf tips. And we have the head teaching professional and owner of 365 Golf, Josh Fleming, joining us. Good morning, Josh. How you doing?
I'm really well. Thanks, Murray. How are you guys today?
Well, not too bad. Just still trying to dry out. The road was pretty wet this morning, so it rained a bunch more overnight here, but it's just been relentless this week, hasn't it?
hasn't it, man? The weather's been unbelievable this year, but I like to say it's always 20 degrees and sunny at 365 Golf, that's for sure.
I was going to say it's not impacting you at all. Maybe you're getting some extra business from those that want to stay inside instead of outside with their golf right now.
I won't lie, the bad weather hasn't been awful for us here at 365, but golf's so fun. Our season's so short in Alberta. We hope that sun comes soon.
You bet. Now, Josh, you've been named PGA of Alberta Teacher of the Year twice and have built a tremendous reputation with 365 Golf. When you look at the average golfer, what is the biggest misconception people have about trying to improve their game?
I think sometimes how hard it can be. You know, we play a tough game. There's so many different skill sets that go into playing golf, and to not even come close to mastering them all, but doing all of them decently can be really difficult. And I think sometimes everybody just needs a little patience and just needs to remember that we all play this game to love the game and enjoy the game. And none of us are going to make a living playing golf for the regular person, if you will. And you know, that's what I would say, Murray. You know, the game is really hard to get better at. You know, it's such a fun game, and trying to change your skill set. Sometimes we get quick wins, and sometimes it takes a little effort. So that's what I would say. We see it often where it's like, hey, you'll get better if you put time in, right? Energy, effort, and attention will help you get to your goals. But if you're missing any of those, you might fall a little short.
Yeah, golf is no exception. A saying I say a lot is you get what you give, and you certainly do in your golf game, hey?
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah. So at 365 Golf, you work with players on the entire game. When a golfer comes in wanting to get better, how do you decide whether they should focus on a full swing, short game, putting, course strategy?
Yeah, you know, the thing that we do at 365, and I hope most coaches out there would do, is teach to goals. You know, and everybody's goal is a little bit different. Sometimes people need help finding out what their goals actually are. You know, if you're a tour player, you have all the data, and it says, hey, man, you don't hit greens very well, or you don't putt very well. And sometimes at 365, we have to help, you know, the client figure out exactly what it is that they need to do better to score. Most often what we hear is just consistency. I just wish I hit driver more consistent, or I wish I hit my irons more consistent. So, you know, the way we go about that is really trying to hone in on how to make a better strike on the golf ball. That's what I would say, right? So, you know, that's our philosophy, is like, let's just help golfers get better and reach their goals, and we'll help you figure out what your goals are to score better, for sure.
In my opinion, I think most golfers spend the vast majority of their practice time that they do put into the game on the driving range. Now, if someone only has an hour a week to practice, how should they divide that between the full swing, short game, and putting?
Yeah, that's a great question. I truly believe that driving the golf ball is a very crucial skill. Putting the ball in play wherever you are off the tee sets the tone for your golf hole, and it can set the attitude in your mind. So I do believe that a lot of time needs to be spent on the longer golf clubs in your bag. You know, I always tell our customers, clients, a lost ball's worth 3 strokes, and a 3-putt's only worth 1 extra stroke. So you will never hear me say that putting is not an important part of the game. It absolutely is if you're looking to score. But if you're looking to enjoy your day on the golf course, learning to get off the tee is an essential skill. So, you know, if I had a 60-minute practice session, I'd be spending, you know, 20 to 30 minutes on my long game. And then, of course, putting some time dedicated towards short putts, and then a little bit of chipping and pitching. But I would definitely not be neglecting the long game, because it's just such an important part of the game. Sets the tone for the entire golf hole.
In a lot of sports, we hear a lot about analytics these days, you know, especially hockey, football, that type of thing. But it is prevalent in golf as well. And so we're starting to hear more and more about strokes gained in golf. Can you tell us exactly what that means, and what does it teach you about where golfers gain and lose their most shots?
Yeah, strokes gained it's a really cool metric that allows you to compare yourself to the field. So you see it on the PGA Tour all the time. You might see that, Scotty Scheffler right now or today gained 2 strokes on the field with his driving. Well, essentially it means if he wasn't driving it as well, he would have simply scored worse. So it's a nice way of determining what skill you got to do better that day. And the nice part is that there's so many apps out there now that will help the golfer, the amateur golfer, because we don't all have strokes gained from the TV, if you will, but so many apps that will help golfers understand where they need to improve. So if you're really looking at getting better, it's a nice way to do it. A couple of years ago, I did it, and I always thought that I was poor from one certain distance and I needed to work on one thing. And then as I was inputting data, the app told me, no, actually, you need to work on 140 to 170 yards. So that's essentially what strokes gained is so many apps will do it now, and it just helps you determine what you need to get better at if you truly want to make a difference to your scoring.
Joining us on the VIP Golf Show is Josh Fleming, owner and head teaching professional of 365 Golf in Calgary. Now, based on that information, like what does that tell you, like in terms of maybe how driving the ball is important and impacts it might have on how you might work with someone on their swing?
Yeah, absolutely. Right. I'd go back to teaching based on goals. And, I think we always coach and focus our time with our students a lot wholeheartedly on learning to make a better strike on the golf ball. In my experience, most players struggle with center hit location, if you will, and forward shaft lean. So we're always working on those things because it doesn't matter if it's a 7-iron, a driver, a pitching wedge, a 4-iron. Making a centered strike on the golf ball is just an essential skill to scoring your best, right? I mean, everybody always wants to talk about, if I could fade it or I could draw it into certain pins. And our approach is like, no, let's get people making really awesome contact with the golf ball because that's what makes the game enjoyable. Ultimately, it helps people score better. And from a strokes gain perspective, we're looking at the entire full swing. And then, of course, we'll always do short game outside. We've great partnership with Valley Ridge Golf Course down the road from us. And that's kind of our approach, Murray.
I want you to dive into something a little deeper that you mentioned earlier. You made a great point that I think people miss out on sometimes. A lost ball or a ball out of bounds is like almost going to cost you three strokes versus, like you said, a 3-putt only costs you 1. So for an average golfer who wants to hit the driver better, what are some of the big mistakes you see in their technique or practice habits or whatnot? What kind of advice can you give them to maybe hit the ball out of bounds a little less often?
Yeah, excuse me. The majority of golfers slice the golf ball, right? And I love diving deep into this stuff. And Murray, we could talk technique all day.
Yeah.
But the lowest hanging fruit for most amateur golfers is a lack of rotation at the top. And when you don't turn very well, you come over the top or outside in and often hit that pole slice that just finds itself out of bounds right quite often, or short right, or wherever that might be on the golf course you're playing. So turning in the backswing is like one of the most important things I think that a golfer can do. I was at a conference a long time ago and Peter Costas was actually presenting and someone asked him, Peter, what is the most common thing that all great players do? And that was Peter Costas' answer. He's like, it doesn't matter 1 plane, 2 plane, D plane, what type of swing it is. Every great player that's ever played this game has always rotated in the backswing. There's so much talked about in the downswing these days, but getting a golfer to rotate properly in the backswing, get that top position in a good spot can really, really help golfers play their best and hopefully drive the ball a little straighter.
At 365 Golf, how do you approach coaching in a way that golfers can actually transfer what they're doing on the practice tee out onto the golf course?
Yeah, you know what? We're talking constantly with our students and our clients about how to transition their game from inside to outside because we recognize it's definitely a challenge. We have a beautiful indoor space, but it doesn't mimic the first tee or the 11th tee on a par 3 or something to that effect. So we're always talking about mental game, preparation, pre-shot, post-shot analysis. These are all important things that if you are able to get so involved in your process in golf, you can take your swing from inside to outside to wherever you are. And hopefully you're just all of a sudden hitting golf shots. So, we remove a lot of the variables here at 365 with no wind, no weather, but prepare our players to get outside. And we do that through a really awesome pre-shot and post-shot routine. So super essential.
So I wanted to touch on putting inside of 10 feet. You mentioned earlier about how that's where if you're going to score, you need to be making those putts. And so what are the biggest mistakes you see amateur golfers making on these shorter putts? And do you have any drills or tips to help people get better at that?
Absolutely. Learning to read greens is super important. I think you've had Riley Fleming in the past on your show. And I was talking with him about putting one time, and he said, well, are you good at reading greens? And I said to him, well, I think I am. And he said, well, do you ever practice reading greens? And I was like, no, I'm just a golfer, man. And he's like, well, you should practice reading greens. So I really do believe that, to make putts, you got to be able to read the green. And one of the best ways to do that is to hit straight putts and recognize what straight looks like on a green. Maybe uphill or downhill, but first and foremost is being able to read 2 inches of break or more is a very important skill, because if you can't read greens, it's really difficult. And there's some tools out there, a lot of great golf coaches in the PGA of Alberta that can help people learn to understand how to read greens and so forth. But then the other piece is time in. We mentioned it earlier, right? Putting your time into 3-footers and 5-footers and 7-footers, and just going around the circle, working on making putts. You can only hit a putt in one direction, and that's straight, hopefully. But from there, you still have to read the green. So that would be my advice, Murray.
Do you believe in aim point as a good way of reading greens, or is that not something that you teach or buy into?
Yeah, you know what? There's a couple different ones out there, aim point and tour read. I kind of know a little bit about both. And yes, absolutely. If the golfer has time to put into learning and understanding aim point, or tour read is the other one. I use tour read myself. Then absolutely it can help, but it takes practice. So, playing your best golf comes into how much time you have to put into the game and what you want to get out of it. But absolutely, man, aim point, tour read. There's a reason the best players in the world are all doing it. So we should maybe look to them and say, hey, if it works for them, it might work for us, right?
Yeah, no kidding. I don't know tour read. I might have to get some information on that one. I suck at reading greens, and so I'm trying to get more into aim point I still need help. I don't know what I'm doing, but
really, really quickly, tour read is just like aim point. You just don't need to use your fingers. It's just a little bit more mathematical as opposed to using your fingers. Super similar.
Interesting. Okay. Well, if people would like more information about 365 Golf, your coaching programs, and want to book a lesson with you or your team, where can they learn more and get started?
Yeah, you know what? We got all the channels are open. Our Facebook group, our Facebook, really popular. All our social medias are at 365 Golf CA. Instagram, Facebook. Don't do too much on YouTube yet, but maybe one day. And then, of course, our website has tons of information on it at 365golf.ca. And our phone number is 587-333-4485. We'd love to help out any of the golfers in Alberta that want to play their best and enjoy the game.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for your time, Josh. Great information there. Appreciate it.
You bet, Murray. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate your time too.
All right. Have a good one.
Take care.
Josh Fleming from 365 Golf in Calgary. On the other side of the break, we're going to go around YEG and chat with Ryan McDermott, the head professional at the Links of Spruce Grove. This is the VIP Golf Show in the Modern Measure Studio on Edmonton Sports Talk.
You work hard to make your house a home. Your yard should match. Green Tree Outdoor Living has designed and built outdoor spaces across Alberta since 1998. It starts with an initial consultation and a 3D design, so you can test drive your yard before you buy it. At Green Tree, we handle everything. No chasing contractors, no guesswork, no surprises. A seamless experience from the initial sketch to the final brick. Green Tree Outdoor Living, making neighbors jealous since '98. Book your consultation today at greentreelandscaping.ca.
Your logo matters. So if you're gonna put it onto something, it's gotta be tough enough to be useful. Tough Stuff Promotions works as hard as you do to create personalized swag that's tough enough for your hard-working name. Whether it's promotional items, branded clothing, industrial workwear, golf, or athletics, Tough Stuff works hard for hard-working folks. Get the tough stuff you need when you need it. For easy ordering, call 780-470-4545 or visit toughstuffpromotions.com.
Enjoy a round of golf on two of Canada's top public courses at Wolf Creek, designed by renowned architect Rod Whitman. If you haven't been to Wolf Creek recently, now's the time to check out the best course conditions in years. Enjoy a pure links golf experience and great course conditions. After your game, relax at Barney's Lounge with great food, drinks, and patio views. It's a destination getaway only a short drive away in Ponoka. Visit wolfcreekgolf.com to learn more. Accelerate business connections at an executive level with Corporate Connections. We connect leaders around the world and empower them to create opportunities and meaningful change in their organizations, communities, and lives. Join a trusted network of top CEOs and industry pioneers. Share challenges, gain insights, and benefit from peer-to-peer experience sharing. Together, we elevate leadership, build personal and professional growth while expanding influence, and together building a brighter future. Corporate Connections is your gateway to transformative connections. Visit us at corporatecommunications.com, where leaders connect.
Crazy about roofs. Crazy about roofs.
Get ready to tee off for a great cause. The Ardent Roof Systems annual Charity Classic Golf Tournament is happening Friday, July 10th at the Ranch Golf and Country Club. Join us for a full day of golf, all supporting the Stollery Children's Hospital Foundation Childlike Program.
Crazy about roofs.
Golf spots and sponsorship opportunities are available now at ardentroofsystems.com.
Most guys chase more. More clothes, more noise, more nothing. Steady does the opposite. Twice a year, just 5 to 7 pieces. Precision built for men who move with discipline, who value quality, who don't waste time guessing what to wear. This isn't fashion. This is international. Limited. Elevated. Drop 1 goes on sale August 1st. And delivers in December. And when it's gone, it's gone. If you're not on the founding list, you're already behind. Go to steadyformen.ca. Get in, get ready, steady. Essential good for men.
Customized clubs based on size, speed, and ability. From tour pro to the casual golfer, everyone can benefit from clubs that are custom fit for their game. Featuring the most extensive range of custom club components from driver through to putter, TaylorMade Performance Centers offer one-on-one tour-level fittings and TrackMan launch monitor technology. Visit the TaylorMade Performance Center at the Ranch Golf and Country Club to take your golf game to the next level and dial in your equipment. For more details and to book your fitting, visit TaylorMadeFitting.ca.
Immerse yourself in a world where golf intertwines with the historic valor of the Canadian Armed Forces. At the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club, every round connects you with the courageous stories of our military's past. With fairways set against genuine combat equipment and historic monuments, your game becomes a meaningful link to the legacy of those who've served. And make sure to aim carefully to avoid a memorable shot off a tank. Get your membership and celebrate the challenge of golf and the honor of our armed forces. Visit egmgolf.com for more.
There's something new happening in Canadian golf. For decades, golfers have been sold clubs that were never truly built for them. Case Golf changes that. Every set built right here in Canada. Precision crafted around 8 core customizations built for your exact swing. The result? More consistency, tighter dispersion, real results. Case Golf, Canadian made, custom fit for your game.
From the fairways of Edmonton to the greens of the BC Rockies, you'll never miss a course with VIP Golf. VIP Golf members enjoy preferred rates at over 70 top courses in Alberta and BC. They play 7 days a week and average 40 to 60% off regular rates with no payments due at the course. Just book with VIP Golf, show your ID, then grip it and rip it. With so many courses under one umbrella, it's no wonder they're the membership of choice for so many Albertans. To learn more, visit their website today at vipgolf.ca.
We return to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems, with your host, Murray McCourt, only on your clear choice for sports, Edmonton Sports Talk.
Welcome back to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems here in the Modern Measure studio on Edmonton Sports Talk. This segment is brought to you by The Twin Willows Golf Club, part of Edmonton's golf community since 1965. Visit us at twinwillowsgolf.com. And casino dealer Jay has chimed in and said, it's going to be a bad round when you have more balls left in your pants than you do in your golf bag. That probably is true. We are now going to go around YAG and welcome the head professional of the Links of Spruce Grove, Ryan McDermott, to the show. Good morning, Ryan. How you doing today?
Good, Murray. Good morning. How are you?
Well, hard to complain. Are you at the course right now?
No, not today. No.
Oh, day off. Lucky guy. Guy.
Yeah.
I see it's raining here outside the studio. I was going to see if it's raining out your way too, but is it going to stop? When are we going to get warm weather and have some nice golf days?
I don't know. We definitely need some sunshine for sure, but it's a wet week. But it looks like the forecast is better next week, hopefully. So it'd be nice to get some sun out there.
No doubt. Fingers crossed. Now, Ryan, you've been at the Links for more than 13 years in just about every role imaginable. Tell us a little bit about your journey in the golf business, why you left for a few years, and what brought you back to the Links of Spruce Grove.
Yeah, so I actually was a member there before I started working there, Murray, and then for a few seasons. And then when I was 15, I started working in the back shop at the Links, washing carts, picking the range, and then worked my way into the pro shop. And then when I was just after the year I turned 18, I got my card, became the assistant pro, worked with my now boss V, who was the head pro at the time for a while, and under Pierre Boschman. For many seasons. And then in 2022, I went and worked as the assistant pro at the Mayfair for a few years. I think just trying to expand my horizon and see what other courses do. And luckily enough, V became the general manager while I was at the Mayfair, and he brought me back over to the Links to be the head pro. And it's been awesome ever since. So.
Yeah, good stuff. Now, we had a long winter and a slow start to the season across Alberta, as we were just touching on. How is the golf course out there shaping up now, and what do you think golfers enjoy most about the layout at the Links?
Yeah, I think it was a really hard winter on the golf course, but with this rain, obviously we've had a lot of it, and a little bit of sunlight. I can kind of see it turning around. It's really greened up in the last week, especially with all this rain, but hopefully moving forward with a little more sunlight, we'll see that course look like it usually does. But no, the layout at the Links is tree-lined fairways, lush green grass, more of a championship style. So not too much undulation, pretty flat. So it's easy to walk, and it's kind of easy for all types of golfers. I would say it's not overly challenging. So not going to lose too many golf balls if you can keep it between the trees, but a pretty simple golf course. So.
Well, the Links has become known for being one of the more enjoyable places to spend an afternoon, whether you're actually golfing or not. Tell us about the patio. You have a beautiful facility there, and why you're making such a strong push to attract people who have maybe never set foot on the first tee.
Yeah, I think being in Spruce Grove, there's not a lot of places where there is patios, especially the ones like we have. It's secluded. There's no other businesses around. There's nice trees, good views. It's pretty quiet as well. So I think if you've never been there, it's a great spot to come eat lunch or have dinner, especially on a nice day. But I just think we have that market where no one else around kind of has that. And it's nice being in a community where you don't really have to be a golfer to come down to the Links to eat. We have a lot of customers that maybe have never golfed that come enjoy the patio or enjoy our restaurant, which I think is forever growing, which we'll talk about more later as well today, Mary. But
yeah, like you started patio parties last year. What a cool idea that is. And I understand that they were a huge success. So for someone who hasn't attended one of your patio parties before, what can they expect and why have these become so popular?
Yeah. So, great spot. Our patio is pretty large, so it hosts quite a bit of people, but we have live music on Saturdays, once a month, usually throughout the season. So our first one's coming up is July 25th. We pair this with golf. So if you are interested in golfing, you can play before, but after golf, if you choose to, you can come sit down. We have a buffet, live music on the patio for 3 hours. This year on July 25th, it's the Ryman 3. So a good friend of mine that I worked with at the Mayfair, actually, his name's Roman. He's the lead singer of that group. He is awesome. He can sit there. You can request any song. He can sing it. It's pretty spectacular. He's good at associating with the people that are there as well. So it's a great environment. It's a good place to come down. And even if you don't golf, you can still catch the buffet and the music and have a few drinks and people dance. And yeah, it's awesome.
That does sound like a lot of fun. So is there like a 9 and dine type of option? Is that what you're part of it?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're just sending out the save the date. We just confirmed that that group's going to be there on July 25th. So there will be 2 packages, basically one package where you can golf and dine, or one just for the buffet as well. So,
and what's on the buffet? I'm really curious about this.
So chef hasn't made the menu yet, but last year we had it was a steak buffet. So full buffet line with different types of baked potato, veg, salad, and then he hits you right at the barbecue with steak and shrimp right after you go through the line. So it's a nice vibe how you're getting the steak right from the chef right off the grill.
Yeah, that sounds like a good date night. Good idea. The Links hosts a tremendous number of tournaments, corporate outings, and weddings every year. What makes the facility so well suited for these larger events, both on the golf side and the hospitality side?
Yeah, I think our banquet space, if you've never been to the Links, is phenomenal. It's huge banquet hall separate from our clubhouse. Hosts I've seen upwards to 200 people in there at once. A beautiful barbecue space, huge brick fireplace inside. So in Spruce Grove as well, there's not a lot of banquet spaces that are fully catered like ours. So we kind of hit the spotlight in that in our municipality and have weddings. I think there's one weekend left this summer where we don't have a wedding. We host lots of business ventures and then huge corporate events like you guys do at the ranch. We do quite a bit of that out here. Some big ones like 880 Ched and Spruce Grove Saints. So lots of big charity events, and then just company events as well too.
So on the competitive golf front, you're hosting both the PGA Pro-Am and PGA Tour America's Monday Qualifier this season. So what does it mean for your club to host events of that caliber, and what kind of talent is going to be playing in those events?
Yeah, so it's exciting. It's nice to have that corporate and charity side, but it's also awesome to see the competitive side come out at the Links. The PGA Tour America's Monday Qualifier we've hosted for a number of years now, dating back to before I started working there. And that's a cool week to see some of the guys that are high-level players trying to make it on the PGA Tour come out, play in a Monday qualifier. They're practicing usually all weekend, so it's awesome for some of them to get to experience, playing with some of our members and guests when they're playing their practice rounds. And these guys are good, high-level players. And actually, in the last few years, a couple of the players that have won the Monday qualifier have went on to win the event that week and have now been moving up to the Corn Ferry Tour, closer to the PGA Tour, which is awesome to see. And then this year we're hosting the PGA of Alberta Pro Lady Pro-Am. So that will be players in our sector in the PGA of Alberta, bringing one lady amateur, usually someone from their host club. And that's exciting to see peers in our industry come out and play, and still high-level competitive golf and bring in some amateur play. It's an exciting event to get to host this year.
Yeah, for sure. My wife and I are playing together in that one, so excited for that for sure. Food and beverage has become a major focus for many golf facilities. You have a new food and beverage manager and a highly accomplished chef, which you just talked about with your patio party. So what improvements and changes can guests expect on that side of things when they come visit you this year?
Yeah, so new food and beverage manager, Megan Lane. She's awesome. She's worked at the Links for a number of years, but excited to have her in the role of food and beverage manager this year. And then Jatin Bish is our chef. He is just finishing his CCT certification, which only 1,000 chefs in Canada actually have. So super excited to have such high-level talent and someone also who's familiar with the golf course. And yeah, it's exciting that I've seen someone who's been at the Links for a long time. I've seen the same thing. So it's exciting to see a new menu in there this year. I think it's a different vibe with the service staff. There's a lot of new faces. So far to start the year, it's cool to go over there and see something different for the first time in a long time. So.
Joining us on the VIP Golf Show is Ryan McDermott, head professional at the Links of Spruce Grove. And tell me about your top favorite hole or two out on the course. What are the best ones out there?
Yeah, absolutely. I love hole 2 and hole 17. It's 2 par 5s that kind of center in the middle of the entire property. They kind of go back to back both dog legs going the opposite way with a huge water feature in the middle. 2, I would say, is a more challenging par 5, and 17 maybe a little bit more of a easier relief par 5, but pretty cool how those holes kind of center our facility. It's a great looking view, beautiful water feature, but it can be tough at times if the wind is going the wrong direction for sure on that second hole. But great spot on the golf course for sure.
Now, I've never had the privilege of getting to play a game of golf with you, but next Saturday, 6 days from now, we are playing together in the PGA match play. So, give me some tips on this. An old grizzled veteran like me against a young guy like you, am I going to be able to get in your head and throw you off your game? Or like what kind of tricks and tips you got to give Sean and I a little heads up advantage on you?
Murray, I have a 2.5-year-old and a 7-month-old. So golfing for me doesn't happen very much anymore. So I'm just excited to get out and play some golf with some other PGA pros. But I think the best tip is getting in my partner's head, because I'll be weighing on Jacques pretty heavily to carry us around Lewis Estates next weekend. But no, I'm excited to get to play with. I've never played with you or Sean, so excited to get out there and have some fun and maybe a little bit of competition. But yeah, it's pretty easy to get up there in Murray. So
all right, well, we'll try our best. Yeah. So if golfers, tournament organizers, wedding planners, or anyone looking for a great patio experience would like more information or would like to book a tee time at the Links, give us the details on how they can do that stuff.
Absolutely, yeah. So if you go to our website, www.linksgolfcourse.com, all inquiries, there's many options there. If you want to book a venue, book a lesson, book a tee time, there's many different options throughout there. We got our pricing, all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty simple, but that'll take you all in the right avenue to book with us. So
awesome. Well, thanks so much for your time, Ryan. We'll catch up with you again later in the year and see how the year's been playing out for you.
Awesome. Thanks, Murray. I'll see you next week.
Yeah, you bet. Have a good day. That was Ryan McDermott, the head professional at the Links of Spruce Grove. On the other side of the break, we're going to have our open segment. We're going to get Junior Golf Report with Dunc Mills, my rant of the week, and much more. This is the VIP Golf Show on the Modern Measure Studio on Edmonton Sports Talk.
Escape the ordinary and experience golfing paradise at Coal Creek Golf Resort. Immerse yourself in our exceptional layout and enjoy excellent conditions that will take your game to the next level. Challenge yourself with a unique twist. Tackle the only black sand traps in all of Alberta. And why not extend your stay? Relax in one of our spacious RV lots, offering the perfect blend of comfort and convenience. Visit coalcreek.ca now to book your tee time and plan your unforgettable getaway at Coal Creek Golf Resort. Your perfect golfing escape awaits.
Think golf season ends when the snow falls? Think again. With the Golf Canada app, Alberta golfers can now take their game indoors. Track your simulator practice sessions, including time, focus, and location, all in one place. You can even log your indoor rounds, from the course you played to your final score, giving you a complete picture of your progress all off-season long. It won't impact your handicap, but it will elevate your game. Keep improving all year round. Visit albertagolf.org and click Find an Off-Course Facility to get started.
Trestle Creek Golf Resort, just 45 minutes west of Edmonton, is one of the best RV resorts in Alberta. With a championship golf course, water park, sports park, and spectacular views, you won't want to leave. We're proud to be launching our new Phase 6 development with 103 new lots for pre-sale. This phase will include an in-ground swimming pool. Call 780-514-0005 to view this exciting development and pick your perfect piece of paradise. You can live year-round or just spend the summer. Either way, Trestle Creek has you covered with plenty of year-round activities. Book your tour or tee time at trestlecreek.ca.
Trade in the ordinary for the extraordinary. Let VIP Golf elevate your game. Join VIP Golf and unlock preferred rates at Canada's premier resort courses. From your local favorites to the iconic peaks of Banff and Canmore to our stay and play packages on sun-drenched fairways in the Okanagan Valley. With over 170 courses coast to coast and membership packages that are tailored to fit your golf style, VIP members have more choice, get more value, and experience more unforgettable rounds. With VIP Golf, your next round isn't just a game, it's a getaway. Get your free trial today at vipgolf.ca.
The Nielsen Show.
You know, on airplanes, WestJet lately, in the little snack box they give you, a little chocolate in there. It's called Awake. Have you seen this Awake chocolate? And it comes with caffeine in it. So I've been taking those and pretending it's like a real kick.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, here we go.
Under the tongue and away we go.
Yeah, I turn around to the rest of the plane. I say, it's about to go down. And I open up and I eat this Awake chocolate. Hey, Dusty, yelling it's about to go down on a plane is probably not a good thing. That's a good point.
The Nielsen Show featuring Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings at 6, only on Edmonton Sports Talk.
Upgrade your game this season. Sorrow Group, Canadian owned and operated, delivers premium golf brands like Bedrati, Fairway and Green, Legendary Headwear, and Zero Restriction. Trusted by the best, built for your best rounds. Bedrati and Zero Restriction will be outfitting both President's Cup teams at Medina this fall, so you know you're wearing what the pros wear. Ask your local pro shop or shop online with code Edmonton10 for 10% off to try out our premium apparel. Sorrow Group, elevate your game.
There's something new happening in Canadian golf. For decades, golfers have been sold clubs that were never truly built for them. Case Golf changes that. Every set built right here in Canada. Precision crafted around 8 core customizations built for your exact swing. The result? More consistency, tighter dispersion, real results. Case Golf, Canadian made, custom fit for your game.
Grab your clubs and tee up for the ultimate summer of golf with Country Club Tour. Get access to 7 premier 18-hole courses plus indoor facilities. It doesn't matter if you're a seasoned pro or just starting out. Country Club Tour has a course for every level of golfer. Get the most out of this golf season at great courses like Goose Hummock, Redtail Landing, Sandpiper, River Ridge, Raven Crest, Whitetail Crossing, or Montgomery Glen. Make the most out of this golf season at countryclubtour.com.
Why pay more for advertising when you have options? At Lux Media Broker, we're not an agency, we're a brokerage. We work on your behalf to source, negotiate, and manage your marketing across over 100 advertising options nationwide. From out-of-home and transit to radio, digital, TV, and social media, we tap into it all. No retainers, no hidden fees, just better rates, added value, and smarter strategy. Learn about the brokerage difference at luxmediabroker.com. We broker, we negotiate, we optimize. Lux Media Broker. Elevate your marketing.
You work hard to make your house a home. Your yard should match. Green Tree Outdoor Living has designed and built outdoor spaces across Alberta since 1998. It starts with an initial consultation and a 3D design, so you can test drive your yard before you buy it. At Green Tree, we handle everything. No chasing contractors, no guesswork, no surprises. A seamless experience from the initial sketch to the final brick. Green Tree Outdoor Living, making neighbors jealous since '98. Book your consultation today at greentreelandscaping.ca.
We return to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems, with your host, Murray McCourt, only on your clear choice for sports, Edmonton Sports Talk.
Welcome back to the VIP Golf Show presented by Ardent Roof Systems here in the Modern Measure studio on Edmonton Sports Talk. My name is Murray McCourt, and this segment is brought to you by Corporate Connections. Are you a business leader looking to connect with other business leaders to create and accelerate business opportunities, experience the extraordinary, make smarter decisions faster, and ultimately grow your business? If so, Corporate Connections is where you want to be. Email Executive Director Pat Stride at pstride@corporateconnections.com, and we'll head into the Modern Measure inbox for a couple of texts. You know it's going to be a bad round when you realize you left your putter in the shop after practicing putting. Ooh, yes, that would be a good example of how it's going to be a bad day on a golf course. And just a reminder of that if you want to chime in on our engagement question of the day, 780-218-9999. One person who does today is going to go in for a draw to get a custom fit driver at the TaylorMade Performance Center. And once again, that game is the engagement question is, you know it's going to be a bad round of golf when what? Let us know your thoughts on that. Another quick text to get to. Do golf courses do anything for mosquito reduction? Add stuff to water features to kill larvae is a question. And that's an interesting question. Not to my knowledge. No golf course that I've ever worked at does. And I mean, there's discussion around that I've had with superintendents and whatnot. And the fact is that this mosquito can just come in from all the fields all around your golf course if you did spray anything as well. But an interesting point on that I just want to point out is if mosquitoes probably are going to get nasty with all this moisture that we've had. But the thing is, if you're going to put a mosquito repellent on anywhere, really, don't do it on grass, because whatever part of the mosquito spray misses you and hits the grass, that grass is dead. So do it on a cart path. Do it in the parking lot. Do not put mosquito repellent on grass, because that grass just dies instantly. So big no to put mosquito repellent on while you're standing on grass. Now it is time for the Junior Golf Report with Dunc Mills, brought to you by the Lorenz Realty Group. Most homes don't sell for less. They are just marketed wrong. See how at lorenzteam.com. And good morning, Dunc. How are you doing today?
Very well, thanks, Murray. You know it's going to be a bad day on the golf course when you go to the wrong golf course.
That happens more than you'd think.
It does. As you know, I work 2 afternoons a week at Lewis Estates, and just about every week I get somebody that's gone to the ranch, or gone to the Links of Spruce Grove, or gone to Stony Plain. They got their bookings mixed up, and now they're 20, 30 miles away.
It happens a lot. Well, I'm glad to hear it's just not at our place that happens, though. But
no, I'm sure it's not. But anyway.
Yeah, so you had a good week?
I did, yeah. Busy week in junior golf in Alberta. We had a big tournament at Wolf Creek this week, put on by Golf Canada. One of the, what they call next gen series of junior tournaments. It used to be called Future Links at one time. They rebranded it to the next gen series. There's 6 of these, Murray, that they start in early May and go across the country, one in every region of the country. And this was the Western event.
Okay.
And we had about 120 players at Wolf Creek, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Junior boys and junior girls from primarily Alberta, BC, and Saskatchewan, but there were players in the field from Manitoba, a couple from Quebec. There was one kid from Texas, but primarily Western Canada, junior boys and girls.
All right. And who did well?
Drum roll, please. In the junior girls, ladies first. I would consider the favorite, or certainly no worse than the co-favorite, Sailor May, 2-time defending Alberta Junior Girls U19 champion, going for a three-peat this summer. Sailor shot a final round even par 70 at Wolf Creek to finish at 8 over par for 3 rounds of 73, 75, 70. Pretty solid play at Wolf Creek. And she ran down a girl from Vancouver who was the 36-hole leader, and she won by 3 shots. So congratulations to Sailor. Certainly going to be the favorite at the Alberta Junior Girls U19s this year. No question about that. Other top finishes with Alberta players: Olivia Johnson from Silver Springs in Calgary finished 3rd, and Danica Horsika from the Edmonton Country Club. It's either that or Horsika, Danica. I forgot how to pronounce your last name. I'm sorry, dear. Danica finished tied for 6th, pulled up into the top 10 with a final round 72 for a very nice round from Danica. So good results in the junior girls. In the junior boys, the winner was from Riverside in Saskatoon.
Oh, okay. I was like, whoa, wait a minute.
The other Riverside, Ryan Mosher shot 4 under par total for 54 holes. Bray Rogalchik from Innisfail was the top Albertan, finished in 3rd with a total of 1 under par. Shot a very nice 67 in the final round to come up into third place finish. There was a 5-way tie for 4th, including 2 Edmonton players, Harrison Kiziak from the Belvedere and Kendrick Lee from the Edmonton Petroleum Club. Both finished tied for 4th. Kendrick had a 4 under par 66 in the first round and slipped a little bit the last 2 rounds, but 2 really good results from Edmonton area players in the junior boys as well.
That's awesome. And great that tournament was right here in our back door at Wolf Creek for the Western event. So lots of opportunity for the locals to get out there and play in such a great tournament.
Always a good challenge to play the Wolf. And they played it at the tips too, 66 plus for the boys and 57 something for the junior girls. So it wasn't set up easy, that's for sure. Some really good scores from players from all over Western Canada. This was an outstanding field, and the Alberta kids did very well.
And they had to battle some conditions to shoot those scores as well.
I'm sure the wind was blowing at Wolf Creek, but it was kind of interesting. They do the hole by hole analysis, hole difficulty, hardest, easiest.
Right.
And I looked on the third round only. I'm just going to read this off here, Murray, if I may.
Old course or links course?
Old course.
Okay.
So on the final round, just the final round, what would you guess the hardest hole would have been for the boys?
9.
9 was second.
Okay.
Number 4.
Well, yeah. For sure. Those are the two tough ones.
4. The easiest hole for the junior boys was number 6, the par 5 along the highway there. It actually played under par for the field.
Yeah.
In the junior girls, the hardest hole was number 9.
Yeah.
They played it as a par 4 at 360 or something like that, but it played to a stroke average of about 5.4.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
That's a tough hole. If the wind's coming from the east, forget it. And the easiest hole for the girls on the final round was number 11. It actually played under par for the junior girls playing downwind. So
yeah, good for them. That's not an easy one. You got to hit the green on your third shot there with all the water around it and whatnot.
Yeah,
really
the
narrow,
water short,
green,
bunkers, and Humpty Dumpty green and stuff. So interesting results from Wolf Creek.
Awesome. Well, anything big on the plate this week, tournament-wise, or
not
we'll
a
hear
whole
about next
lot
week?
locally. The next big local event, the Maple Leaf Tour has been dark with their full field events for a couple of weeks, but they've got an event coming up out at Stony Plain on June 20th and 21st. So a couple of weeks from now, we'll have results from that. But one good result from a McLennan Ross Tour graduate going on this week, if I can put a pump in for Brady McKinley from Lacombe.
Yeah.
Who's out playing his second year as a professional. They're in Mexico this week to finish off the South America and Latin America part of the PGA Tour Americas. And Brady's tied for 6th going into today's final round. So good results for Brady. I hope he does well.
Awesome. Yeah. We had him as a guest on the show last year, and maybe try to get him back again later if he's having a great year again. That's awesome. Well,
yeah, nice young man.
You bet. Well, thanks so much for your time, Dunc. We'll catch up with you again next week.
You're welcome, Murray. Thanks for having me on.
All right. That was Dunc Mills with the Junior Golf Report. A couple other results. The PGA of Alberta had the Tournament of Champions in Sundre. It was won by Dylan Batzel and Michael Volk, 10 under par in a best ball. They're from Desert Bloom in Medicine Hat. Top local team tied for second at -9, Dallas Cantera and Sean Seiko from the Cardiff Golf Club. Next PGA of Alberta event is a Pro Junior at Wolf Creek again, June 11th. Lots going on at the Wolf these days. Alberta Golf Association next event is a Mid-Master, June 23rd to 25th at Water Valley. And Edmonton Men's Amateur from the Edmonton Golf Association. It kicks off today, the next 3 days at the Glendale. So we'll catch you up on the results of that next week. And now it's time to chime in. Oh, is there anything on the Nasty Chat that you want to going on so far today, Zach?
Yeah, well, the Nasty Chat has been buzzing all day. Everyone's saying hello. Casino Dealer Jay, the first one in. Of course, Big Uke, Old Gil in as well. Uke saying that he walked the front 9 at Legends yesterday, saying that he's not built for that one, but Old Gil responding and said that he had a morning tourney out there, gave them carts as well. And off on the course, sorry, thought that was you when we rolled in off the course. Who was the guy in the shirt? A fantasy football punishment? Kind of having some fun with Big Uke in the chat there. But also one that popped out to me is that the Wolf was headed to the ranch today. His first round there this year. Super excited. He got in as a single, was able to make it. It's raining a little bit different there, saying he's excited for that experience. Some people chipping in. Norman Akambi is saying he drove by the links. Also some rain there as well. I mean, it's raining here on the west side too. And JFMB asking if Northern Bear has rebuilt their clubhouse yet.
No, we got asked that a week or two ago as well. Northern Bear has not rebuilt their clubhouse. To my knowledge, there's nothing starting there at all, and no plans to get anything started anytime soon, is my understanding. So they're kind of in a holding pattern on that. we'll see how that plays out. But it's unfortunate that that happened, and they just haven't been able to get it sorted out to get a new building out there. Insurance
for sure.
can be tricky. Now, the engagement question of the week, Zach, get your thoughts on this first. It's going to be a bad round when what?
I love Dunc Mills' response on that going to the wrong golf course. Wow. Now, the one for me, which I had tons of struggles with when I first got into golf, was when you don't show up on time. Like when you don't feel prepared when you take that first swing, it's going to be a bad round because it's something in your head. It's a mindset that you get in. Like if you don't have the practice time to putt and hit a couple irons and just get into the swing of things, quite literally, pun intended, you're gonna more likely than not have a bad round, at least in my experience. So just the preparation. If you're showing up 5 minutes before your tee time and you're running up to the tee box, it's gonna be a bad time.
Yeah, I hear you. For me, I need to get my mental game figured out a little bit. If I show up and I realize I'm golfing, I keep my right beside the back door. Right when I leave, my ball marks there, my tees are there, my divot fixer's there. I put them in my pocket, and then if I get to the golf course and I'm like, oh my god, I forgot it. It's like my head's not in the game. My head wasn't in the game. I didn't even bring my stuff. But my real answer is probably going to be if I bogey the first hole. It's like, I already working from behind after the first hole and whatnot. So, it's not good to have that kind of attitude that if you don't par or birdie the first hole, it's like, what are we doing here? But it's like, I want to go back and start over again. I don't want this bad start, but you got to get out of the gates going good, and then that gets your mental game in and flowing. But that's a good question. I had lots of great comments on that one, and I think I agree with you. The best one is if you showed up at the wrong golf course. That is not good. For me, golf this week, I actually am starting to turn a corner in how much I'm playing. I actually, believe it or not, played last Sunday in that pouring rain. Me and Kevin Karras and Sean Percy, we played 18 holes in 2 hours and 20 minutes, and it needed to be that fast. Otherwise, we wouldn't have wanted to be out there any longer because the weather wasn't great. But I also snuck in 9 holes at the ranch with a couple of buddies, Eric and Daniel, on Wednesday. And Friday, I played in a charity event at the ranch, Smash Out MS. Scott Lopatinsky does such a great job with that tournament. And I was a celebrity. I got drawn. People could put their tickets in to see which celebrity they wanted. And I got drawn. It was 2 guys from the Century Hospitality Group that I played with, Darren Melko and Dale Orvis, great guys there who had the ticket in to win me. And it was a crazy story. The other twosome that they were with, they had signed up as each with 2. It was a person named Marley Fowler and her boyfriend Warren. And Marley Fowler's from Nanton. I was the head pro and GM there for 12 years. I've known Marley Fowler since she was just a baby. And when I left Nanton, she had just turned 18. So she wasn't a baby. She was at like maybe 6 when I first got there. But she recognized me right away. I didn't recognize her. But boy, we had some great conversation catching up on my old days in Nanton. So that was a lot of fun. Now this week, here we go. Here's my upcoming schedule. I'm playing today at the ranch. Tomorrow I'm playing with my wife and her parents at Trestle Creek. Tuesday I'm playing in the West Edmonton Business Association golf tournament at the ranch. Friday I'm playing in the Autism Charity Tournament at the Quarry. Saturday I'm playing the PGA of Alberta match play at the Lewis States Golf Course. Me and my partner Sean have the match we were talking about earlier, playing Ryan McDermott and Jacques Splouf. And then I'll be playing again at the ranch next Sunday. So I'm going to be off the train of saying I need to play more because I'm not playing very well because I'm not playing very much. So I got a lot on the go and playing 3 different golf courses than mine. So I'll be able to let everyone know how those golf courses are looking next week as well. And guess what? Time for the rant of the week. Cue it up.
He is far, far, far exceeding expectations. It's now time for Murray McCourt's Rant of the Week.
There are no nurse right now in a ridiculous contract. You want to know whose fault that contract is?
All brought to you by Steady for Men. Steady, essential goods for men. A limited edition box of premium hand-picked essentials. No subscriptions, just 2 exclusive drops a year. Join the waitlist at steadyformen.ca.
All right, well, this week I could easily do a rant about the weather and how awful it's been for all golfers who want to get out on the golf course and whatnot, but it's going to be hard golf courses don't make golf better. They drive golfers away. And somewhere along the way, the golf industry started confusing difficulty with good. Golf courses brag about narrow fairways, thick rough, lightning fast greens, tucked pins, forced carries, and ridiculous course ratings as if those things automatically create a better experience. They don't. Most golfers don't leave a golf course saying, that was so amazing because I shot 102. They leave saying, that wasn't much fun. The average golfer already struggles enough. Most golfers aren't trying to qualify for the U.S. Open. They're trying to enjoy 4 hours with friends, with family, hit a few good shots, and maybe shoot a score they're proud of. Hard golf doesn't necessarily create memorable golf. In fact, many difficult golf courses create the exact opposite. Lost balls, long rounds, frustration, penalty strokes. The best courses challenge your decision-making, not your will to live. Great golf architecture gives you options. It asks questions. Can you challenge the bunker? Do you have to lay up or hit a carry over the water? Do you attack the pin or stay safely in the middle of the green? That's strategy. That's fun. That's golf. What isn't fun is hitting a good drive that barely misses the fairway and it disappears in 6-inch rough. What isn't fun is a course setup where well-struck tee shots end up miles away because of how fast the greens are. The best courses in the world aren't necessarily the hardest. Augusta isn't great because it's impossible. St. Andrews isn't great because it beats people up. They're great because they reward creativity, decision-making, and execution. Fair doesn't mean easy. A course should absolutely punish bad decisions and poor shots, but the punishment should fit the crime. Golf should be to challenge golfers, not embarrass them. And from a business perspective, golf courses should remember something important. Golfers come back when they have fun. They bring friends when they have fun. They spend money when they have fun. Nobody finishes a miserable round and immediately books another tee time. Golf doesn't need to be easier. It just needs to be smarter. It needs to be more playable. It needs to create more moments where golfers walk off the golf course wanting to come back tomorrow. Agree or disagree? Text into the show 780-218-9999. On the other side of the break, we will chat Alberta Golf Tour. Stay with us. This is the VIP Golf Show on Edmonton Sports Talk.
Looking to make the most of your summer on the course? Alberta Golf has something for everyone. For juniors, the McLennan Ross Alberta Junior Tour is back. The province's #1 competitive junior tour, featuring 24 stops across Alberta. Plus this year, Tour Information Days, where players and parents can learn everything they need to get started. More of a casual player? Upswing by Alberta Golf connects you to events all over the province, from scrambles to charity tournaments to play your own ball formats. Or join one of our 6 signature events and experience some of Alberta's most spectacular courses. And for those ready to compete, Alberta Golf hosts 14 championships for players of all ages, including the 90th Alberta Open at Prentice Greens. However you play, Alberta Golf is your home for the game this summer. Learn more at albertagolf.org.
There's still time to book your tournament at the Ranch Golf and Country Club.
As one of Alberta's top tourney courses, the Ranch makes hosting fun and easy for any group or business. No matter how unique or unusual, they'll accommodate your vision for an event no one will soon forget.
Start planning your tournament today at their beautifully landscaped course on the outskirts of West Edmonton. On-site event coordinators are here to help, but hurry, availability is limited and booking fast.
Visit theranchgolf.com.
Most guys chase more. More clothes, more noise, more nothing. Steady does the opposite. Twice a year, just 5 to 7 pieces. Precision built for men who move with discipline, who value quality, who don't waste time guessing what to wear. This isn't fashion. This is international. Limited. Elevated. Drop 1 goes on sale August 1st. And delivers in December. And when it's gone, it's gone. If you're not on the founding list, you're already behind. Go to steadyformen.ca. Get in, get ready, steady. Essential good for men.
It delivers premium golf brands like Dratty, Fairway and Green, Legendary Headwear, and Zero Restriction. Trusted by the best, built for your best rounds. Dratty and Zero Restriction will be outfitting both President's Cup teams at Medina this fall, so you know you're wearing what the pros wear. Ask your local pro shop or shop online with code Edmonton10 for 10% off to try out our premium apparel. Soro Group, elevate your game.
Immerse yourself in a world where golf intertwines with the historic valor of the Canadian Armed Forces. At the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club, every round connects you with the courageous stories of our military's past. With fairways set against genuine combat equipment and historic monuments, your game becomes a meaningful link to the legacy of those who've served. And make sure to aim carefully to avoid a memorable shot off a tank. Get your membership and celebrate the challenge of golf and the honor of our armed forces. Visit egmgolf.com for more.
Looking for your next great round? Just minutes off the Hendan west of Edmonton, the Links at Spruce Grove is an 18-hole championship course that delivers. Tree-lined fairways, rolling terrain, pristine greens, and just enough challenge to test every skill level. Whether you're chasing a low score or enjoying a relaxed round with friends, this is golf done right. A favorite tournament destination with exceptional conditions and a staff that truly delivers. Plus, modern amenities, a full-service restaurant, and an event space for weddings, anniversaries, or business gatherings. Book your tee time today at linksgolfcourse.com. The Links at Spruce Grove. Your next round starts here. Accelerate business connections at an executive level with Corporate Connections. We connect leaders around the world and empower them to create opportunities and meaningful change in their organizations, communities, and lives. Join a trusted network of top CEOs and industry pioneers. Share challenges, gain insights, and benefit from peer-to-peer experience sharing. Together, we elevate leadership, build personal and professional growth while expanding influence, and together building a brighter future. Corporate Connections is your gateway to transformative connections. Visit us at corporatecommunications.com, where leaders connect.
There's something new happening in Canadian golf. For decades, golfers have been sold clubs that were never truly built for them. Cason Golf changes that. Every set built right here in Canada. Precision crafted around 8 core customizations built for your exact swing. The result? More consistency, tighter dispersion, real results. Cason Golf, Canadian made, custom fit for your game.
Join us for the return of the Tom Goodchild Memorial Golf Tournament on Thursday, June 18th at Millwoods Golf Course. Enjoy a day of golf while supporting a great cause. Start your day with a delicious breakfast followed by a round of golf, then unwind with drinks and indulge in a gourmet dinner, all ending in a lively auction. Come out and celebrate Tom Goodchild's legacy while supporting the Tom Goodchild Memorial Bursary, which assists in culinary students in financial need. The Tom Goodchild Memorial Golf Tournament promises unforgettable experiences. Don't miss out on the fun. Sign up now at sawmill.ca/golf. That's sawmill.ca/golf.
Why pay more for advertising when you have options? At Lux Media Broker, we're not an agency, we're a brokerage. We work on your behalf to source, negotiate, and manage your marketing across over 100 advertising options nationwide. From out-of-home and transit to radio, digital, TV, and social media, we tap into it all. No retainers, no hidden fees, just better rates, added value, and smarter strategy. Learn about the brokerage difference at luxmediabroker.com. We broker, we negotiate, we optimize. Lux Media Broker. Elevate your marketing.
We return to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems, with your host, Murray McCourt, only on your clear choice for sports, Edmonton Sports Talk.
Welcome back to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems here in the Modern Measure studio on Edmonton Sports Talk. My name is Murray McCourt, and this segment is brought to you by the Stony Plain Golf Club. Whether you're looking to get custom fit clubs or lessons to improve your swing, check out the Stony Plain Golf Course at golfstonyplain.com, and we'll head into the Modern Measure inbox. A few more texts to get to. You know it's going to be a bad round when you get paired up with the guy who slams clubs, swears at himself, and shoots 120. He swears he shot 82 yesterday, though. Just ruins a day. That's from Old Gill. That's a funny one.
Sounds like me.
Do you think so?
A little less swearing.
This one, someone obviously loved in my rant when I said, his text says, not challenging my will to live, LOL. So they like that part of my rant. Honestly, any round, shoot high or your best score ever is better than doing anything else. So obviously a golf lover, which is awesome. And another last one, great rant, Murray. Same goes for playing from the back tee when you have no business playing from that far away. And yeah, absolutely couldn't agree with that one more. And it is now a trivia time. Our trivia contest is brought to you by Tough Stuff Promotions. Tough Stuff works as hard as you do to create personalized swag that's tough enough for your hardworking name. Call 780-470-4545. or visit toughstuffpromotions.com for all your logo merchandise needs. The winner of the contest will get a custom fitting from the TaylorMade Performance Center and a gift card to the Keg Steakhouse and Bar with 5 locations around Edmonton. Why not tonight? And what do you got for us this week, Zach?
The question is, which famous golf architect designed both Augusta National and Cypress Point? Which famous golf architect designed both Augusta National and Cypress Point? Text the answer in 780-218-9999.
Alrighty, and now we're going to welcome Leah Snethen to the show, president of the Alberta Golf Tour. Good morning. How you doing, Leah?
I'm great. How are you, Murray?
Not too bad. What golf course are you hanging out at today? I'm sure you're somewhere.
Yeah. Yesterday we were at Strathmore, and today we are at Woodside in Airdrie.
All right. So the Alberta Golf Tour, this is hard to believe. It's heading into 14 years ago you started this, Leah. For anyone who hasn't heard of it, tell us about it.
Yeah, so it's a flighted amateur series. So it kind of is set up as the PGA Tour, but for regular people. So we have mostly one-day events, mostly on weekends, Saturdays and Sundays throughout the province. And then we have 3 majors, which are 2-day events. Again, a Saturday, Sunday. So kind of made for the Monday to Friday working person to not have to take holidays. And then we wrap up with a 4-day tour championship. And at the end of that, we've got the entire order of merit where people, much like the FedEx Cup, you're earning points based on your finish at each of the events. And the top 32 get an invitation to play in the President's Cup the following spring. And so it kind of checks a lot of the boxes that the PGA Tour players get to do, but it's for regular people like us.
Where's the Tour Championship? I'm curious.
We actually moved it out to the Cranbrook area. People are always like, hey, it's the Alberta Golf Tour. Why are you in BC? But same time zone. And my argument is like the Mountain Standard Time Golf Tour just doesn't roll off the tongue the same way. But the mountain golf out there is so affordable. If people have never been out there, like it's hard to beat the price. We used to be in Sundre and we would play the Coyote and the Sundre Town course. And we were able to move the 4 rounds out to Cranbrook for maybe $20 more than what we were paying in Sundre. And you got mountain tracks instead. So,
yeah, that makes some sense for sure. Now, membership, I understand, is significantly up this year. What do you think is driving that growth?
The last 3 years have been insane. So in 2024, we grew 30%. And then last year, we grew 40% over that. And now we're on track, hovering between the 30 and 40% mark this year. I honestly don't know. People are just golf crazy. And it was so far past the COVID boom. Like we did well, obviously, during COVID. But I don't know. People are just wanting to maybe take their game to the next level or challenge themselves a little bit more than their weekend round with their buddies.
Well, the flighted format is obviously central to the entire program. So can you explain how that works and why it matters for amateur golfers of all skill levels?
Yeah, the last couple of years, my tagline has been "You belong here." And so that kind of has a double meaning where, any handicap has a place in a flight with us. The highest flight, because there's such a high dispersion there, it's usually from like 16 to 30. Their net, for the most part, everyone else is gross within their flight. There's only like maybe 3 handicap stroke difference between them. And then, there's also the piece of "You belong here" is I find that there's a lot of people, everyone's got their own quirks and I just love it. But I think that there's some people that never felt like they belonged necessarily anywhere else in their life. And then they get to show up on tour. I just had a guy come up to me yesterday. He's like, "Leah, this is so awesome. Like, I'm the boss's 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 boss at work. And people are scared of me and they think I'm going to fire them if I talk to them. But I get to come here and just be myself. And it's so much fun." So I think the combo meaning of that "You belong here" is so important to the tour as well. But yeah, every handicap has a spot there as well.
Yeah, that's awesome. What makes playing in an Alberta Golf Tour event different from just getting a tee time with your buddies on a Saturday?
The pressure, for sure,
Yeah,
is one of them. You don't experience, like, I've got some people that say that, oh, well, we announce each other, and it's not the same. You still know each other. There's still a level of comfort there that you won't have when you show up to an Alberta Golf Tour event. You get announced on the first tee. All of a sudden, your hands start sweating and you're shaking a little, and you black out a little bit on the first tee, and your pre-shot routine is nowhere to be found. And I find people either have so much focus in their very first tournament that they career, which doesn't happen often, or what happens more often is it takes them like 6 or 7 different events to like mentally settle into what that type of pressure does to their game and their swing.
Joining us on the VIP Golf Show is Leah Snethen, the president of the Alberta Golf Tour. Now, pace of play, especially in competitive events, is something that a lot of golfers will obviously complain about. Like as an example, we have a men's league championship. Our men's league plays in 4 hours and 10 minutes. In the men's league championship, it's 5 hours and 20 minutes because they all think they're playing for the U.S. Open title or something like that. So how does the Alberta Golf Tour handle that?
Well, we are looking at different options. There's a new app that's out there that we were going to try. It's very manual though, and I just haven't had time to actually set it up, unfortunately. So I do actually have help this year, which is amazing. And so it's allowed me to get out on course. And for anyone who's played an event or received one of my pre-tournament emails, the only thing I don't care what anyone shoots. Like if you have a great round, I'm going to congratulate you, obviously. But what I care about is what the pace of play is like out there. So actually, so far this year, me being on the course and not at the first tee, it's put a little pep in everyone's step. That's what it seemed like. And when they see me out there, I have the time to like take pictures now. So I'm out there, but they're used to me just being mad if I'm driving around, right? And so just the tail between their legs and they're running. And apparently at the moment, anyways, I am the biggest enforcer of pace of play.
and you don't want the wrath of Leah, hey?
No, nobody wants that.
Well, you mentioned about how it's PGA Tourish for regular people. So what, for someone who's never played in your event, what would someone expect on tournament day from start to finish?
Yeah, so show up, we get there like a couple hours early, nothing too crazy, because we've usually had to travel from somewhere the day before. And we get set up. So you show up whenever you want. Whenever the tent is up and ready, then you'll come to the registration tent, check in, get your scorecard. If you got a membership, then you're going to have a bag tag. This year we did some head covers from Pioneer Golf as well for the membership swag, and collect all of your stuff. We play snips as a side game as well. So I like to bully people into playing that. And then you go to your warm up, whatever, and then come back at your tee time. You get announced off the first tee. So, from Edmonton, Alberta, now on the tee, Murray McCourt. And again, and then people clap. And it's a whole thing with the first tee jitters. Then you go out, play around, and come back in. You will keep score for somebody else. And then there's a scoring strip on the bottom where you'll keep your own score. So after the round, it's important that you go over hole by hole score with whoever took your score, but also whoever score you were keeping. Make sure that there was no mistakes made, because once that card gets signed and handed in, then that's what counts. And if there's mistakes, if you're too high, then we just accept that score. If you're too low, that's technically a DQ. There's a bunch of different rules that people, again, maybe on weekend rounds with their buddies, don't have to think about things like that, right? And then if you win, I will give you a medal. If it's a one-day event, you get a trophy if it's a major, and take your picture, get it posted up online, and you become AGT famous at that point.
There you are. Now, for someone that's watching or listening to the show, if they're on the fence about wanting to join and play in your events, what would you tell them?
Just try one. I've got so many new people again this year where they show up and they didn't get the membership because they weren't sure if it was going to be for them, if they liked it. And already at registration, they're like, well, I want to play way more. Don't I get one of these head covers? Don't I get a bag tag? And it's like, well, not yet. But if you want to do that, then you can sign up as a non-member to start. If you decide that you do want to get the membership because you get discounts on your registration fees, you get this member swag and all of that, I will credit your account with anything and backtrack it to the beginning of the season with what you would have paid if you were a member from the start. I want to make it easy for people. I don't want it to be intimidating. And I just want people to get out there and give it a go, because there's been countless people who have just wanted to try it once, and now they play like 7 to 10 events a year.
You have any update on your son Tyler's golf? How's he playing so far this year?
Well, he was in that next gen that Dunc was talking about. Unfortunately, did not play hole 11 like the girls did. The first day had an unfortunate drop into a divot, and there was a couple balls put into the creek, unfortunately. So he emceed that one, but he is playing in the Edmonton Am. So it was kind of good that he emceed, because he could take today or yesterday off, because he would have had 7 days in a row of competitive golf. So yeah, he's going to be at the Glendale for the next 3 days, and we'll see how he does there. He tends to perform better in these adult events, because he grew up on the tour and that's more what he's used to. But yeah, he's been working full time. He took a gap year, and games coming around. He actually won our season opening major on the tour with both scores under par. So his game's coming around, and I'm looking forward to seeing how he does in the Edmonton Am.
If people would like more information on the Alberta Golf Tour, how can they find it?
albertagolftour.com, or follow us on Instagram or Facebook at Alberta Golf Tour, all one word.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for your time. I hope everything goes well in Airdrie today.
Thanks, Murray.
All right. Have a good one.
You too.
Was Leah Snethen from the Alberta Golf Tour. Trivia, Zach. Who was the big winner?
Ol Gill in the text line, Modern Measure inbox 780-218-99, got the question right, which was, which famous golf architect designed both Augusta National and Cypress Point? The answer, Alistair Mackenzie. So Ol Gill in the text line. Watch out for that. I'll be in touch, and I'll send Murray McCourt your way for prizing details. Thanks for playing.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on that. And that wraps up this week's edition of the VIP Golf Show in the Modern Measure Studio, presented by Ardent Roof Systems here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Next week, here's your lineup. It's going to be a good one. We have Richard Zokel, 20-year PGA Tour player, 2 wins on the PGA Tour. He's going to be with us for first 2 segments, previewing the U.S. Open and much more. We'll chat junior golf with Derek Baker, get you up to speed on the CPKC Championship at the Royal Mayfair later this summer, and we go around YEG and check in with the Highlands Golf Club. Hope we get some better weather this week and you get out and play some golf, and be sure to tune in next Sunday morning, 8 o'clock for the VIP Golf Show right here on Edmonton Sports Talk.
Accelerate business connections at an executive level with Corporate Connections. We connect leaders around the world and empower them to create opportunities and meaningful change in their organizations, communities, and lives. Join a trusted network of top CEOs and industry pioneers. Share challenges, gain insights, and benefit from peer-to-peer experience sharing. Together, we elevate leadership, build personal and professional growth while expanding influence, and together building a brighter future. Corporate Connections is your gateway to transformative connections. Visit us at corporatecommunications.com, where leaders connect.
Escape the ordinary and experience golfing paradise at Coal Creek Golf Resort. Immerse yourself in our exceptional layout and enjoy excellent conditions that will take your game to the next level. Challenge yourself with a unique twist. Tackle the only black sand traps in all of Alberta. And why not extend your stay? Relax in one of our spacious RV lots, offering the perfect blend of comfort and convenience. Visit coalcreek.ca now to book your tee time and plan your unforgettable getaway at Coal Creek Golf Resort. Your perfect golfing escape awaits.
You work hard to make your house a home. Your yard should match. Green Tree Outdoor Living has designed and built outdoor spaces across Alberta since 1998. It starts with an initial consultation and a 3D design, so you can test drive your yard before you buy it. At Green Tree, we handle everything. No chasing contractors, no guesswork, no surprises. A seamless experience from the initial sketch to the final brick. Green Tree Outdoor Living, making neighbors jealous since '98. Book your consultation today at greentreelandscaping.ca.
Crazy about roofs. Crazy about roofs. Time for a new roof? Make it one that lasts. Ardent Roof Systems, protecting homes for over a decade. Roofing, siding, and exteriors, all built to last with our Platinum 50-year warranty. Because at Ardent Roof Systems, we are
crazy about roofs.
Ardent Roof Systems and Exteriors, the team that puts your protection first. Visit ardentroofsystems.com.
There's something new happening in Canadian golf. For decades, golfers have been sold clubs that were never truly built for them. Kaysen Golf changes that. Every set built right here in Canada. Precision crafted around 8 core customizations built for your exact swing. The result? More consistency, tighter dispersion, real results. Kaysen Golf, Canadian made, custom fit for your game.
Enjoy a round of golf on 2 of Canada's top public courses at Wolf Creek, designed by renowned architect Rod Whitman. If you haven't been to Wolf Creek recently, now's the time to check out the best course conditions in years. Enjoy a pure links golf experience and great course conditions. After your game, relax at Barney's Lounge with great food, drinks, and patio views. It's a destination getaway only a short drive away in Ponoka. Visit wolfcreekgolf.com to learn more.
From the fairways of Edmonton to the greens of the BC Rockies, you'll never miss a course with VIP Golf. VIP Golf members enjoy preferred rates at over 70 top courses in Alberta and BC. They play 7 days a week and average 40 to 60% off regular rates with no payments due at the course. Just book with VIP Golf, show your ID, then grip it and rip it. With so many courses under one umbrella, it's no wonder they're the membership of choice for so many Albertans. To learn more, visit their website today at VIPgolf.ca.
Grab your clubs and tee up for your best golf season yet. Hone your skills and improve your game at the Country Club Golf Tour Academy. It doesn't matter if you're a seasoned pro or just starting out. Country Club Tour offers the best lesson programs for every level of golfer. Take your skill set to a higher level and train with their simulators, launch monitors, and PGA of Canada's teaching professionals. You can train all year long at their 7 golf courses and indoor golf center. Sign up for lessons with the CCT Golf Academy today and countryclubtour.com.
Most guys chase more. More clothes, more noise, more nothing. Steady does the opposite. Twice a year, just 5 to 7 pieces. Precision built for men who move with discipline, who value quality, who don't waste time guessing what to wear. This isn't fashion. This is international. Limited. Elevated. Drop 1 goes on sale August 1st. And delivers in December. And when it's gone, it's gone. If you're not on the founding list, you're already behind. Go to steadyformen.ca. Get in, get ready, steady. Essential good for men.